Good morning, friends. Welcome back to You're Not Alone. I just love that song, You're Not Alone. It's so beautiful, so appropriate. And loving this campaign. It's now day 10 of day 14, so we have a few days left. And I'm on my own today. I've had the most beautiful friends that have joined on this platform to share some of the experiences. And we still got more that are going to be joining us. But today I'm going to be handling this session alone, and I wanted to introduce you to my little friend over here. It's a jar. It's a clear jar, and if I shake it up, it's got glitter in it, and it's swirling around. As you can see, it's quite amazing. When children are having a complete meltdown or a temper tantrum at schools, the teachers give them this. And they say, look here, all this it's like your brain, like your mind. Give yourself a chance to stop. Give yourself a chance to breathe. And then you know what? All of the thoughts, emotions, feelings, they settle down. And when they settle down, then you can see through, you can see clearly. So a lot about mental health is when we are in the grip of grief, sadness, anger, despair, overwhelm. It's like this, isn't it? It's just crazy. It's busy. We can't see clearly. So we need to give ourselves a space to take a moment to breathe, and then everything can settle. And then we can say, now I know, now I can see, I can have insight as to what email I must answer next, or what I can create, what boundaries I can create, or how I can look after myself better. All right, so let's take a breath. Let's take a moment to breathe so that we can get to this nice, calm, and clear. Cool, calm, and collected. Let's do that together. Breathing in through the nose, breathing in. And slowly exhaling it. Nice, for clarity, for everything to settle. Breathing in again through the nose. Breathing in peace. And slowly exhaling out the nose, letting go of chaos and madness and anxiety and what's been going on. So let it go. Breathing in again. Breathing in courage and hope. Holding it there for a moment, and exhale out the mouth. And just take a moment to yourself and just think of a quote or words or a word that you are holding on to at the moment. Maybe it's something that's giving you hope. It's maybe the word hope. Maybe it's a quote or a phrase, something like, this too shall pass, or if you're going through hell, just keep going, or something like that, that your mind sort of goes to when you need to remember something meaningful at a desperate time. And maybe this is a desperate time for you. I know it is for many. Blinking the eyes open. And I'd love to hear from you in the Q&A. What is the word for you today that is giving you some sort of hope or relief or lifting you? I want to share with you this beautiful visual. Yeah, obviously at the beginning of the year, people were sending messages, and I really enjoyed this. You can see the 2021, and then the blue lines in between painting the word hope. And after going through such a very difficult 2020, which we all have, this really resonated with me. And that's my word today, is hope. In the face of the pandemic, in the face of turmoil and trouble, I have hope, and I will continue to burn my flame of hope today And what does it look like for you? What does it look like for you? I look forward to hearing some of your comments in the Q&A. And words, aren't words just so powerful? I have a friend that I go to the Kruger Park with, a guy called Lutz Otto, and he said, we must be careful of our words because words have power. Hi, Gerald. And yes, just breathe. Thank you, Gerald. Nice. Thank you for your comments. What is your word that you, or your phrase or something that keeps you, keeps your mind protected? And I travel to the Himalayas, and they call these things mantras, mantra, which is a mind protector. That's the name, a translation of it. It's like a sacred sound or a special word or something like that. And it was really interesting for me to learn these words because they were so foreign. Anonymous is saying peace. Believe that it's possible, says V. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, believe that it's possible. And peace, lovely, beautiful peace. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And I remember going to the Himalayas and studying with these like wizards, these monks, you know. And my son, he's very into Harry Potter. He laughed at me this morning because I put this on, and I was pretending to be a wizard, and he has a Harry Potter wand. You see, we got this in the UK. It comes in a beautiful case like this, Harry Potter, you know. And I mean, the kids are crazy about this, and they do all these magical spells. What did they say? Expelliarmus or something, or Lumos to ignite the wand. Avacadabra, which is the bad one. Obliviate or ridiculous, which I thought was quite funny. So I really got into it as well. And I remember even my childhood, you know, pretending I was magical and I was a wizard, and using words like, what was it, abracadabra, or zimzalabim. You remember those words? Yeah, so I'm seeing a few words that are coming through. It's okay to not be okay. A beautiful phrase and something that's so meaningful at this time. Courage. I will get peace and be happy, hopefully in the future again after my grievance period. And that's something, Maureen, you can keep just saying to yourself again and again and again, isn't it? So words have power. Words have power. And as I grew up, my belief in the power of magic, of words, began to diminish. My power words became guaranteed and collaborate and innovate and breakthrough, premium, bargain, let's touch base, unpack the big picture, sign the deal. Okay, these are the words in the corporate space, and all the sort of magical words that our children play around with disappear with our childhood. But when I learned some of these power words, and I realized that words are like magic, they're like spells. I suppose that's why they call it spelling, you know, they are like spells. And Roald Dahl, the famous author, said, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. And what we say to ourselves causes a huge shift. And when I started practicing mindfulness and meditation, which I know Hermine has spoken about, and, you know, she practices, and we've had some real challenges here. Determination, says Dafa. Thank you for that. Maureen is saying just the word peace, you know, just the word peace. Peace be with you all. And I realized when I started practicing meditation that I was saying some strange things to myself. I recognized my inner dialogue. Do you recognize your inner dialogue? Things like, bad things always happen to me. You'll never be good at this. I can't learn now. It's too late. There's no point in trying if I'm going to fail. I take feedback as a personal attack. I always struggle with this. I can't make this any better. It is what it is. Now, even a bit more subtle. I already know everything I need to know. I've always been told that I can't. These are something that we bring ourselves down as well, you know, suck it up, put on a brave face. What is that inner voice? Who is that inner voice? Is it your mom or your dad or a sibling or an ex-lover that brought you down? And I recall when going to the coast in December, and I was watching my son take a surfing lesson. And I was so impressed with him standing up on the surfboard. And I thought, wow, I've always wanted to learn how to surf. And immediately my inner voice kicked in and said, "You're too old to learn something new. You're going to make a fool of yourself. What if you hurt yourself? What if you can't do it?" And everyone laughs at you. And because I have some sort of HD resolution of my mind through my meditation practice, I caught that and I was like, "Hey, I got you. I got you. I can see you." And I said to myself, no, I'm going to learn how to surf, because there's this limiting voice talking to me in my mind that's bringing me down. And I have to change that voice. I have to look that voice. I have to look that being in the eye and say, no, I'm taking control. So I booked a surf lesson and I was so excited. And then the next day, the beach was closed, lockdown. I never got to do the surfing lesson, but I will. So what are some words that have changed your life? I'm seeing a couple have come through. Thank you so much for sharing. The word like determination, says Dafa, and Sally is saying courage. Thanks, Sally. Good to see you here. What is your word? Courage. Courage at a very difficult time, isn't it? Words that have changed our life. And actually, I explored the word nocebo. Nocebo is the opposite of placebo. You know what placebo is. Placebo is pretty much this. It's a this is my placebo. Let me see if I can get it. I can't even get it out now. There we go. So a doctor might say, here is the miracle drug. This is the cure for every ailment. This is the cure for the virus. I go, wow, I'll take it. I take it. This is the cure. I believe this is the cure. And I take it. Now I'm telling myself, this is the cure. This is the cure. And my body is responding. We are being healed. This is the cure. And my body starts to heal. And the medical world has been, for decades, for hundreds of years, always amazed at placebo. In fact, the word placebo means I shall please. They even used to do fake surgeries, and people would like come out saying, thank you, I feel much better. So the power of the mind and the power of what's in our mind has the ability to change our body. If I believe that this is a magical cure, it really can be for me. It really can be. There's something called nocebo, which is negative things that we pollute our minds with, our bodies with, negative thoughts, negative words, negative feelings, and it actually hurts us. It causes illness, and it can cause terminal illness. The power of words. I even feel sad when people say morning or afternoon or evening. What happened to good? What happened to good? What happened to good morning? What happened to good afternoon? There's beautiful words, even in the Zulu tradition, Sawubona, I see you. I see you. In the Indian tradition, Namaste, the light in me greets the light in you. But all I get is a morning. I know it's morning. Tell me that it's a good morning. Let's make it a good morning. That makes my heart happy. That makes my body happy. We can use our words, and words have power. Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist, found that even our words influence the crystal shape of water. That if you pray over water, it changes its shape to a beautiful shape. If you freeze those crystals, you can see the shape. If you swear into that water, I'm doing an experiment with rice at the moment. I know it looks pretty weird, but I've got hate written on this rice. I'm waiting to see what happens. My research says that it will turn black. and moldy before the other jar, which I have called love. And that's in a special place. So I'm waiting. But I've seen on YouTube and social media that this is a real experiment that Emoto really discovered, is that by praying or saying I love you or caring kind words to water, changes the shape of the water. And if we pour anger and hatred into something like hatred, I mean, I can't even stand, it hurts me, it really does. But that I can change that rice, I can make that rice degenerate faster by saying I hate you. IKEA, which is a big furniture company in Europe and the States, they did a video on bullying, children bullying plants. And they had two plants identical, both identical plants next to each other. And children are encouraged to speak kind words to the one plant and to be angry at the other plant. The plant where the children were directing their anger dies, and the plant where they are showing their love and affection, it flourishes and grows. So even plants, inanimate things like water and rice can change just from the power of our words and the power of our intentions. Be obsessively grateful. Isn't that a beautiful phrase? I can, says Wendy. Beautiful. I love that. I can. I definitely can. Love, Suzanne. Love. Can you imagine just sitting and just saying love, love, and opening your heart to love? Our bodies are made up of water. They're made up of the substance that resonates with our words, with our intention. We can heal ourselves with what we say. And I cringe when people say, "Oh, I nearly died." No, oh, please don't say that, you know. Or this is killing me, or that's going to make me crazy. I'm like, please don't say that. Your body is listening. Your body is listening to every thought and every word that you say. So I'm going to say to myself, in a dark time, be obsessively grateful. If I'm going to obsess about something, it's going to be gratitude. Another quote by Albert Einstein, which I truly, absolutely adore. There's two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other is though everything is a miracle. I started to say everything is a miracle. How about just saying I am worthy of good things? Or I attract positive things and people into my life. And if that's too difficult, we could just say, I am enough. I am enough. Or as you said earlier, it's okay to not be okay. So the power of words is something we need to practice. It's a mindfulness exercise. It is mindfulness. So how can we do that? Well, let's move into a practice. Every day, can you imagine just saying nice things to yourself? And let's not wait for our husband or our wife or our family to say nice things to you, because you might never hear it, and that might let you down. Perhaps you are the person that you've been waiting for all your life. Perhaps you are just waiting for your own kindness. Perhaps you are waiting for yourself, and we can increase our well-being, our health, and our mind, mental wellness, just by the things that we say to ourselves as a practice. And we need to make time for it. If water can change shape, if plants can live or die, the power of our words, imagine what's happening inside of you and what commentary is busy going on throughout your mind during the day. Is it a beautiful garden, or is it full of thorns and thistles? We can plant the right things in our mind, and we can enjoy either the beauty and aroma of a sacred garden or the sadness of desolation, and pain. Let's practice. Choosing a comfortable seat with 2 feet firmly on the ground. Your hands can be on your knees or in your lap. Imagine yourself as a wizard that is able to cast a spell just with your words. Breathing in through your nose and slowly exhale it out the mouth. Breathing normally. Maybe we feel that we just can't face the new year. Maybe we feel fear and shame of not being brave enough or strong enough, or we've been judging ourselves for not being our best selves, whatever that is. Imagine there's a part of yourself that's wise and caring and nurturing and compassionate, and there is. And there's another part of yourself that's still a 6-year-old child. It's hurt, it's confused, it's lost and grieving. And maybe you had a gran or a grandpa or someone that would speak to you with unconditional love, and you remember that kindness. Or maybe you've never had that in your life. But we can imagine that part of ourselves saying, I'm right here with you, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay with you. My little child, I don't need you to be grown up or feel better. Whatever it is, we'll face this together. We can say to ourselves, I just love you. I just love you. And I'm going to stay with you, and you're not alone. You're not alone. And there's nothing that you could do or not do that would stop me from loving you. Does that feel strange to say to yourself? Together, we will face this together. Let your words of love surround your fear and embrace the harsh words that we normally say to ourselves, like a light shining in the darkness, surrounding our fear and embracing that inner critic that brings us down. What else do you need to say to yourself today? Now you have some clarity of mind because you're at peace. What is it that you would like to say to yourself? And be nice, be kind. Understand the power of your words. Understand the transformation of your cells as you say them, water inside you. Play with beautiful shapes of healing and longevity. I'm right here, and I love you. With clarity, I can see what I say to myself, and I can change that narrative. I can rewire my brain, and I can talk to myself as a beautiful, wise old elder would. Maybe someone I knew. And that can be my voice. from the minute I wake up in the morning until I go to sleep at night. Let's take in a beautiful deep breath, breathing in through the nose. And slowly exhale it out. Good. So some homework today. Think about an affirmation or some words that give you hope. We're in a dark time. We've been exploring grief and loss, and now we're moving into the light, that we can come out of the light like a phoenix coming out of the ashes that's been burning. Something that we can practice, something we can say over and over and over again. A beautiful mantra, a quote, a saying, something that you can write down, something that you can make or you can create. I am improving and getting better every day in every way, something, whatever it is. You got to look for the good in the bad, or the happy in your sad, what makes you grateful, not hateful. You've got to look for your gain and your loss, something like that, right? Something that you can repeat again and again, burn it into your mind, rewire that inner voice. And it's possible. It's possible through mindfulness. It really is. So we can move into a place of hope and keep the flame burning and be the strength, be the change that we want to see in the world. But it does mean practice. It does mean we have to do something, a little something every day. Not a lot, just a little. Thank you, Sally. And yeah, it's come to the end of our session. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we've got a powerful subject called self-gratitude, self-love and self-gratitude. So we're going to carry on with what we've just been talking about. How can we love ourselves better? How can we speak to ourselves better? Come join us for that one. Friends, it's been amazing. Thank you for giving me the time today to guide you into these ideas and to lead you into a practice. Please do your homework. Write yourself a beautiful line that you can look at, repeat, frame on the wall. You can even get some beads and chant it, like a prayer, like a mantra. We'll see you tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Take care.